Hi. Well, if you were on our Zoom class today, then we read this book together. But I thought I'd make a video of it too because I know all of you weren't able to be there. And it's one of our favorite books. So I'm going to make a video of it too. But I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to put the book kind of over here and I'm going to act out the story with some puppets. So here we go. This book is called To Sleep Gecko. It's retold by Margaret Read MacDonald, and the pictures are by Geraldo Valerio. Very cool pictures in this book too, by the way. So, set it right here, and here we go. So, one night, the middle of the night, Elephant was woken up by something, and it sounded like this. Gecko, gecko, gecko. Elephant stuck his head out the window of his house and he said, Gecko, what are you doing here? You should be home in bed, asleep. I can't sleep, said Gecko. The lightning bugs are flashing their lights. They go on and off and on and off and on and off, and I can't sleep. You should talk to them about it. You're the village boss, so do something about it. Fine, Gecko. I will talk to them in the morning. Now go home and go to sleep. So Gecko dragged himself home, very grumpily. Gecko, 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 Gecko. In the morning, Elephant called the fireflies. We don't have fireflies here. That's too bad because they are some of the coolest bugs in the world. You know what they do? They're these little bugs like this. And look at that. Their butt lights up. They're amazing. When I was a little girl where I lived, we could see lightning bugs in the evening. We'd go out and we would hold them in our hands and they would light up in our hands. They were just so cool. If you ever travel back to the eastern part of the country in the summer, you should look for lightning bugs. Anyway, back to the story. So here's Elephant. He said, Fireflies, are you blinking your lights on and off and on and off and on and off all night, keeping Gecko awake? Oh, yes, we are doing that, said the fireflies. You see, Buffalo poops in the road, and we use our lights so that people don't step in the mess and they can't see it. If we light up our bums, then people can see the buffalo poop and they won't step in it. Oh, said Elephant, that's very thoughtful of you, fireflies. You may go home now. So off the fireflies went, toot, 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 toot. That night, at about midnight, guess what? Elephant hears a noise. Gecko! 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 Gecko, go home and go to bed. I can't sleep. The fireflies are still blinking their lights on and off and on and off and on and off. You said you'd do something about it. Gecko, listen. Buffalo poops in the road, and the fireflies blink their lights so that people can see it and don't step in it. Now that's very thoughtful of them. Go home and go to bed. Well then, talk to Buffalo. You're the village boss. Do something about it. Very well. Go home and go to bed. So Gecko went very sleepy. And Gecko, 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 Gecko. In the morning, Elephant called Buffalo. Buffalo, is it true that you're pooping in the road? Oh, yes, said Buffalo. You see, rain comes along every afternoon and washes big holes in the road. I don't want anyone to fall in the hole and break their leg, so I fill up the hole the best way I can. I poop in it. Oh, said Elephant. That's actually very thoughtful. Thank you, Buffalo. You can go. So Buffalo went home. That night, What's going to happen at midnight? Yeah, you're right. Gecko! 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 What are you doing here? Go home and go to bed. I can't sleep. The fireflies are blinking their lights on and off and on and off and on and off. You said you'd do something about it. Listen, Gecko. Buffalo poops in the holes in the road to fill them up so nobody breaks their leg. Fireflies blink their lights on and off and on and off so the people don't step in the buffalo poop. Now go home and go to bed. Well, how do the holes get in the road? Well, it rains every afternoon. Well, then talk to Rain. You're the village boss. Do something about it. Very well, Gecko. Now go home and go to bed. So Gecko went, Gecko, 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 Gecko. The next morning, Elephant called Rain. Yeah? What did you want? Hello, Rain. Is it true that you are coming every afternoon and washing holes in the road? Yes, said the Rain. Every afternoon we come and wash puddles for the mosquitoes. Because we know that Gecko loves to eat mosquitoes. And if there were no puddles, there would be no mosquitoes for Gecko. So we rain every afternoon and make puddles for the mosquitoes. Oh, said Elephant. That's very thoughtful. Thank you. You may go. So Rain went home. But what's going to happen that night? Oh, grumpy old Gecko, sure enough. Gecko! 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 What are you doing? Go home and go to bed. I can't sleep. The fireflies are blinking on and off and on and off and on and off. And I can't sleep. You said you'd talk to Rain. Listen, Gecko, here is the way it happens. Every afternoon, Rain comes and makes puddles in the road. Elephant fills the puddles. Buffalo fills the puddles with poop. Lightning bugs go on and off so the people don't step in the poop. Would you like to know why Rain makes the holes? Yes, I'll tell you. So, Rain makes puddles in the road. Guess what grows in the puddles? I don't know. Mosquitoes. Oh. If there was no rain, there would be no puddles, there would be no mosquitoes, and you, Gecko, would be very hungry. Now, some things you just have to put up with. Go home and go to bed. Gecko this time he went quietly to bed. And he laid down, and he closed his eyes, and he went to sleep. And outside, the fireflies were still, what were they doing? They were still blinking, on and off, on and off, on and off. But Gecko had learned that all things are connected, and some things you just have to put up with. The end. I hope you liked my story about fireflies. And there you go. There's my light. About fireflies and geckos and elephants and rain and all those things. Miss you guys. See you later.